Thank you, Angie. Hello, everyone. Just reiterating, huge thank you to Michael from Telegram and Don Crypto, our very own Don Crypto, for the amazing happening party. It was really awesome, especially getting all of those really cool video interviews that you did and all the giveaways. A lot of fun. Thank you very much. What I wanted to do, and we're running a little over though, since we're nearing towards the end of the year, it's always this time of year that I like to take a step back and think about where we've come over the year. And obviously we need to start planning for the year. We have. So this part, what I'll bring up today is really putting things in context so we can just lay out what we're going to be doing for our roadmap for the coming year. What I want to say is 2020 was not the year that we thought it was going to be. It was an absolutely insane year, and COVID totally slammed us and the world. So what I can say just from our perspective, not to wax geopolitically or anything like that, but from our perspective, what COVID did is it really hit our operations. So several people on our team actually got COVID. That's never a good thing. Our actual office in Milan had to shut down, and our teams since then, some of them have been back to the office, and we opened up a new office, which is great, but not everyone has been back yet working together. This does take a toll. So when we think about having tasks and burning down tasks and collaborating on development, especially on such a complex system like we're doing, we're not building websites here. We're doing extremely complex, innovative things. It does take a toll. Now, as a project, as a team, we've done our best to try to just keep on going, and the team's just done a fantastic job. Not to let it get to their heads or anything like that, but to be able to work through this has been absolutely, I would say, heroic in a way, and that's just part of it. So there's a lot more going on than just COVID, even though COVID was really the big singular shock to the world and then to our own operations. We also had enormous market volatility. And again, that this project is funded by Treasury, and the economic value of the Treasury is a function of the price of Zen. And we underwent almost an 80% drop from our high to our low this year. That type of volatility is what we've had to deal with as a team, in addition to members getting COVID, in addition to the office being shut down, in addition to, you name it, plenty of other things that were not exactly on our list of things that we wanted to happen in 2020. Anyway, in response to this, we've had to be very proactive. We had to just face reality as it came and not put our heads in the sand like ostriches. And we've had to make some really hard decisions. And those decisions have included scaling down significant parts of the operations of the foundation, including dismantling entire functions of things that we were doing, and unfortunately having to do layoffs of really key personnel. In ex post, what I can say is, that was extremely painful, but what's absolutely phenomenal and humbling is the fact that people have still stuck around and just continue to remain key contributors to the project. It has been absolutely amazing to experience. We've also, in this time of extreme hardship and volatility and price crashes and COVID, delivered our most significant software in history, or in our history. The Zendu beta on our parallel testnet was a monumental delivery that we did in the middle of the year, and we've been having teams building on this since and improving the SDK. And then the team that delivered that has been immediately just turning to, we know that we have to get this to production, and there's a lot of work that goes into that. So just getting started on that other stuff. We've also, in the meantime, been able to bring on and work with and train some of the best scientists and engineers in the industry. My bias in saying that, but it really is humbling, again, thinking of the talent that's going to building this incredibly complex and ultimately innovative system. We've had huge scientific and technical breakthroughs in some of these subsystems that will drive the Zendu implementation. And you hear snippets of this every week with Alberto talking about what's going on the engineering side. But there's some deep innovation going on there and some serious breakthroughs that I think sometimes just get lost in the mix. We always have so many things going on. And when we talk about some big breakthrough on a proving system, block performance, it's easy to just have that be one of the things in a big mix of things that we talk about, but absolutely huge in its relationship to the ultimate product that we're going to be delivering. We've also done a lot of other stuff, outside of the technology domain here. So we launched HDE, the developer environment. We've launched the early adopter program, HEAP. We've launched Zen Hub. delivered new academy content, raised capital, actually launched pipeline. And we've had just so many other intermediate deliveries and accomplishments as a community, as an ecosystem, that it is humbling. And guys, I just want to put this in context. This all happened in 2020 when the world was falling apart, and when we've had some of the our own team suffering from the chaos that was happening out there. So anyway, in one big wrap up here, I want to say that it's humbling to be part of this. Really proud of the team that we put together, and we continue to push forward. So now we think, where are we going from here? And we've been talking about this. The 2021 roadmap is going to be very heavy on delivering Zendoo to mainnet. And then all that encompasses the proving system that you heard some detail about today. It includes the SDK, it includes the circuit, it includes the main chain delivery. So the Zendoo piece, there's a lot that goes into it, and a lot of other supporting software that goes into it. And did you guys hear Alberto say no trusted setup? I mean, that was pretty amazing, and something that I honestly did not expect going into this year. And the team, towards the end of the year here, has already pushed forward on a design that includes getting rid of the trusted setup. So I think this is just absolutely fantastic news, and honestly extremely exciting. What you heard Alberto mention before, and Rosario reiterated this, is the plan to mainnet here is risk decouple, or we're decoupling some of the riskiest elements of the project. And I want to drive this point home because there are multiple subsystems that are going into the ultimate delivery. And what we're doing by decoupling here, especially the riskier items, is we are having a focus and a commitment to getting Zendoo to mainnet on time, on schedule, and not letting other risk items potentially push that out. So we're going to be doing things in parallel with a big focus on getting Zendoo to mainnet. And then the other work, the circuit work in particular, will be going on in parallel, and will be potentially also gets delivered with it, or potentially is a subsequent delivery. But the bottom line is we are getting Zendoo to mainnet, and we're going to make sure that we have the smoothest, lowest risk path to make that happen. What else? So beyond that, in the coming weeks here, closing out the year, we're going to be announcing, like Lucy said, a big partnership. Hopefully this week we get that announcement out. But there will be a few others when it comes between integrations and new partnerships. I'd like to close out the year strong, and then we're going to also be publishing the 2021 roadmap to you guys so we can get community feedback on what's going on there. But like I said, it's going to be very much Zendoo mainnet heavy, and you'll see the specific technology path of how we're going to get there, and the development path of how we're going to get there. So anyway, I'll stop here. I know we're a little over time. Just wanted to put things in context, the big picture, and conclude with, we are coming to the end of this year, 2020. But honestly, guys, we rocked it. It's been very volatile, but really rocked it. And 2021, we have some really big things, some monumental things for us as a project on the very near horizon. So exciting stuff. We can stop here, and Angie, if there are any questions, we can open it up.